Your Excellencies, special guests, ladies, gentlemen, friends of the Al Habtoor Group, a warm, warm welcome to each and every one of you, and an official welcome to this, the Al Habtoor Group's 45th anniversary celebrations. A lot to look forward to throughout this evening, a lot of celebrations, a few surprises along the way. But before we go any further, and we will be hearing from him in a little more detail later on this evening, there is one individual in our midst here without whom a night like this would not be possible. He is our official host here tonight. He is the man to which we all say a huge thank you for bringing us here together, and it would only be right for me to start proceedings by asking you to join me in saying a very, very special and warm welcome to the chairman of the Al Habtoor Group. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Khalaf Ahmed Al Habtoor. Now, I am Tom Urquhart. It is an honour and privilege to be here to celebrate 45 years of history of the Al Habtoor Group. It is significant in so many ways that we are marking the occasion here at Al Habtoor City and what promises to be a brand new landmark in Dubai. Alongside me, a man, a family, a group who contributed so much to the growth and the vision of this city that we all call home. Just a little bit of housekeeping for you, please, out of the interest of good manners, please turn your mobile phones to silent before we hear from the great man himself. And I'll be asking you in just a little while how you can get involved with your messages of hope. But before we, again, hear from our real host here this evening, there are a few messages that we would like to hand out to you. And to kick off celebrations, well, it has been 45 years of achievement for the great man alongside me, 45 years of achievement for the group, 45 years of achievement for this country. Ladies and gents, before we hear from the chairman, please, your eyes to the screen of a quick reminder of the last 45 years.
When I grow up, I want to cook chocolate ice cream pizza and share it with all my friends. I'm sure it will be really yummy. I am a princess. When I grow up, I want to have a really pretty job. To help people to find the best home ever. When I grow up, I want to be a teacher and help kids learn. I will be the best teacher in the whole entire world. Playing with cars. When I grow up, I want to fix cars and make them drive super fast. I like making people smile and helping them find their way. I want to make everyone really happy. I want to build a football stadium, a train station, or even a rocket ship when I grow up and go to the moon. Up, I want to own hotels, drive fast cars, and help children who don't have very much.
I want to own lots of companies, build big buildings, and serve the whole wide world. I want to be a Superman, but I'm only 6 years old, so I have lots of time.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the chairman of the Al Habtoor Group, Gala Al Habtoor.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Let us stand for a minute silence in respect of the victims of Paris attack. Thank you. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. اعذروني لأن كثير من الناس هنا لا يجدون اللغة العربية، لهذا السبب بقوم بتكلم باللغة الإنجليزية وأنتم ما شاء الله كلكم تجدون اللغة الإنجليزية. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, my friend who flew from distance, from long way, and to join me for our celebration of 45 years. Thank you very much of attending this, which I am celebrating with my team and with you. I'm very proud to celebrate Al Habtoor Group 45th anniversary with you. You have all played an important part in our growth, and I am honored to stand before you. You just saw a video of children and dreaming what they want to do to be when they grow up. When I was younger, I had dreams. My dream was very simple. It was to provide my family with food and to put a roof over their heads. We think about the old days when I used to earn 250 Indian rupees a month. I thank God for blessing of giving me this prosperity. Do you want to know how I achieved my dream? By strong belief in God that I can accomplish anything I want. By surrounding myself with positive people. I don't leave things for tomorrow, I do them today. I live in the present and I plan for future. This is the secret of my success. But with God's blessing, I have exceeded even my wildest dream. It is true that my determination to succeed has played a part too. Do not get me wrong. My dream did not turn into reality at the click of a finger. No, I had many failures first. If you read my autobiography, you would know how many times I have failed. But this is, this is a great thing to do, to learn from your failure. It is those failures that made me succeed. They made me strong and stronger and more motivated. I believe the secret to succeed is a combination of factors: determination, ambition, discipline, and decision. A decision, ladies and gentlemen, very complicated and very difficult. There is, to take it is the most difficult and not everybody can take a decision. But I cannot forget the trigger for all this was my father, Ahmed bin Muhammad bin Habtoor. My father was a simple man who loved camels and pottery, but I learned a lot from him. He encouraged me to meet His Highness Sheikh Rashid bin Saeed Al Maktoum, and I loved and respected him for that. He was my mentor. I never liked to visit majlises when I was younger. I liked to play with a lot of children and drive and go here and there. But my father encouraged me. He said to me, you should always visit Sheikh Rashid. You learn a lot from him, and I did. We become very close. I was inspired by His Highness, by his positivity, his energy, and his vision. I meant Sheikh Rashid. And now I dream about the future of my company. Today we celebrate Al Habtoor Group 45th anniversary. 45 years of excellence, 45 years of success. I am very proud to stand before you today on the spot where the Metropolitan Hotel once was. Back then, it was our entry into something new, the UAE hospitality sector. And look at what have achieved since then. This just shows you anything is possible. You set your goal and you do everything, you can fulfill your dream. When I first opened the Metropolitan Hotel back in 1979, it was in middle sand dunes and Sabha. People doubted me first. They thought I was crazy, which is true. Those days, it was speculation. Today, it's becoming Al Habtoor city in the heart of Dubai and sitting on the bank of Dubai Water Canal. Let me take you back almost for a decade. I was sleeping and telephone rang around 5:30 in the morning, and I think everybody knows how the late Sheikh Rashid wake, and he doesn't like people who sleep. My wife answered and informed me Sheikh Rashid was on the phone. I cleared my throat and asked who was on the line, but Sheikh Rashid answered and knew that I was aware he was on the line. He said to me, Khalaf, are you sleeping? Are you still sleeping? It is me calling you. Come on, come now. I mean, 2 words. He never say good morning or good evening. Just come and go. He's decision maker. He's a manufacturer. Sheikh Rashid never liked people who slept in the night. And now I know why and agree with him. He brought me here to this plot. He said, Khalaf, I need you to build a hotel here. I was shocked, to be honest with you. I had no fund, and it was the middle of nowhere. I'm sure most of you remember what this area was like. But with the years, the Metropolitan Hotel became the center of the city and popular destination. I tell you this story because the plot where you are sitting now has been transformed into a plot where each inch or milli or centi cost millions of dirhams. I choose to celebrate our 45 year to let you know that we are reinforcing our project, like I am reinforcing the future of our group, growing with my country. The UAE economy is strong and growing as are we. We are committed to the United Arab Emirates, and we believe in the vision of our leaders. This is where the growth is. In 2014, the UAE economy grew to 1.5 trillion dirham at 4.8% growth from the previous year. Our economy is now 5 times bigger than it was 10 years ago. That is more than 236 times what it was 43 years ago. And the IMF is predicting 3.8% growth in GDP this year. The UAE has transformed from being an oil-based economy to a much more diversified economy. The 70% of our economy come from non-oil sector. The highlights that our leaders have succeeded in implementing a smart strategy of diversification. The UAE has also become an important hub connected the east to the west. The Al Habtoor Group is growing with the UAE, and I am proud of it. We have always recorded a strong growth, us as Al Habtoor Group. In the past 3 years, our total revenue growth was 37%. Our total net worth over the same period jumped to 20%. In the next 5 years, we are expecting a revenue growth of 161%. This will be great. I mean, when we are growing 161% growth, it means everybody in this country is going to grow, whether UAE citizen or investor in this country. We are anticipating our net worth growth of coming 5 years to be 85%. I know I'm giving you a percentage because we are a private company. I cannot give you the total amount or money, you know. And a lot of people, you are business people here. We are always thinking about success and participate in the growth of United Arab Emirates. I thank God for our leaders. Without them, without their planning, we would not be here flourishing as we are today. It is very difficult to keep up with the speed of Sheikh Khalifa and bin Zayed and Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid in regard to the improvement in the standard of living. I am working at a full speed in order to be parallel to the growth of my country as I have committed since day one. It is great to work with leaders like Sheikh Khalifa and Sheikh Mohammed. Their commitment give us the fuel, energy, and the encouragement to do more and make the future happen now, not after 10 years. We need the government, and the government needs us. Together, we prosper. The success of our country depends on us too. Each and every one of us have a role to play. We must not stand back and wonder why is the government not doing this or providing that. Instead, we must ask ourselves, what have we done for our country today? What can I do to make it better? This is our duty, our right, and our privilege. We are partners. We share the responsibility to ensure the growth, safety, and security. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my colleagues, Your Excellencies, I wouldn't be standing here today if it wasn't for the employees of my company. I have thousands of people working for me, and a lot of them believe that they are working for me. But in reality, I like to correct them. I am working for them. It is my responsibility to help, provide for them, to worry about them, make sure they have a job, and secure future for them and for their children. I cannot rest thinking, planning, worrying about their future. And this is not easy, ladies and gentlemen. It is worrying. Thank you. Everyone knows that. Work is my #1 priority. And a lot of people asking why it is priority, not your family. No, work is my priority more than a family. Because if I don't work and provide them with a fund, if my family, they don't want me. Yeah, that's true. There is no such thing as retirement in my dictionary. And people, believe me of that, nobody will think that I'm going to retire. Does not exist and should not exist. I believe that retirement is the graveyard. Therefore, ladies and gentlemen, you have to be very careful. Yeah. At Al Habtoor Group, we have 45 years of solid growth behind us. We have a bright future and have many more plans. Always I said, I think I'm going to hold to stop, but I cannot. I want to end my speech reminding you that anything is possible as long as you are prepared to work for it. The UAE is a prime example of how hard work and determination pay off. Just 43 years ago, the country was sand, desert, and just look at it today. It is the best country in the world, the best infrastructure in the world. I have been all over the world since very long time. I haven't seen infrastructure like I've seen it in this city, the great city in Dubai and United Arab Emirates. Ladies and gentlemen, the UAE is the land of opportunity. I'm repeating opportunity, and I am living proof of that. I will settle for nothing but being number one. This is me. I want to be number one. I don't like to be number two. We will be number one, not only in the United Arab Emirates, all the region, but we will also compete on a global level. This is my prime and my promise to you. Thank you very much. I would الله بجاه النبي محمد أن يحمي بلدنا ويحمي قادتنا ويحمي أرضنا وشعبنا والمقيمين عليها ويبعد الحسد بإذن الله تعالى والحقد عن بلدنا آمين يا رب العالمين وشكرا.
Ladies and gents, Mr. Al Habtoor. Mr. Al Habtoor, I wonder if you wouldn't mind joining me just for a little chat. If I can put you on this seat here. We've heard so eloquently from you in the last few minutes, and our thanks to you for taking time. You talked there of the 45 years of excellence and success, which really is epitomized by this wonderful building behind us, a unique setting for a celebration like this. What would you say has been the biggest challenge in the last 45 years?
Money. Well, life without challenge is not a life. It's become very easy. There is two different, whether you are a successful businessman or rich or wealthy, people, a lot of people inherited, and some people work very hard to make some money, whether it is a lot or little. But the most important is determination and succeed. There is a lot of challenge, in the past, now, and the future, but, we have to live with it.
When we look around down there, and so many familiar faces, so many friends, so many colleagues, so many members of your family as well, when you have an opportunity to reflect on an event like this in the last 45 years, what makes you proud, both personally but also professionally?
Well, the people, first of all, I would like to thank them. All my friends from United Arab Emirates and the citizen and who flew from a long way from Europe, from States, from Middle East. This is, and people who's coming. Normally, we Arab, we don't like to go to have dinner outside. We rather have it privately. But I know that these people here, they support the success of the country, and they are the structure, to the country, and therefore they know. I would like to thank everybody for participating with me this celebration of success, because my success is their success, the success of the country. Without them, without the country, without the leadership of the country, and the government directors and whatever they are doing, we will not achieve what I have achieved till now.
You talk about achievement there, and you've achieved so much in the last 45 years through the Al Habtoor Group, and personally yourself. You're an ambassador for achievement. You certainly fly the flag across the world for achievement here in the region. Determination, persistence, ambition, discipline, just some of the values you mentioned in your book, you mentioned in your speech as well. Is there one that is more important, that is more overarching than others?
I believe in God's constitution. God's constitution, there is time for everything. If you organize yourself, in English they call it discipline, I call it God's constitution, which they made, like our prayer. If I pray at a time, you have to pray in time. In brief, I want to not complicate things for you. I like, for example, to sleep early. I like to wake up very early before Adhan al-Fajr. I like to go to my office before 7 o'clock. I have to eat at 6 o'clock, breakfast, to fuel me for that time. I have to have lunch at 12 o'clock and dinner at 8 o'clock. That is, I call it the discipline. If I stay late, I cannot work. I cannot deliver. There is a lot of people like to stay late, and that's their duty, really. They are supposed to stay late, but I am free. I can sleep whenever I want, and I have decided and choose the time what I have set.
You talk about that daily discipline and a number of smiles on faces of your friends around there with regards to the discipline, the routine, whatever people want to call it. What about holiday, though? Is there a place for holiday, a place for relaxation for Khalaf al-Habtoor?
Well, I have holiday, my holiday, I have it all the time. I mean, I have time for my sport. I love tennis. I enjoy it. I watch movie a lot. I mean, the day is, you can do a lot of things if you want. I mean, I lost a lot of friends, really a lot of friends I lost. I used to have a lot of friends traveling with me. I lost them because they don't want to wake up in the morning early, and I am not forcing them. And they said, a few of them, my close friends, they said, you are not taking us to military camp. We are supposed to going with you on holiday. Yeah, and I lost them really. Now I'm begging them to come back. And I promised them not to wake them up. But they're refusing to come.
Losing the lunch group as well, so one of your friends down here. There are so many people out there who are great achievers in their own industries as well. You stand head and shoulders above so many through the success you've achieved in that 45 years. Go on, if you can, give us a little insight. Is there a secret to success?
Secret, not only success to make money, success to be accepted by the people. The people respect you, people like you, they like your company. This is a success, I call it, more than only to make money. A lot of people, they have money in the country ahead of me, and a lot of more than me. But this is not the issue. Success is not easy, but possible, provided you have agenda, business agenda, transparent, and you have to determine. And as I said, you have to have discipline.
Yeah.
If you have discipline, I think you are more luckier than the rest for success. And you have to have an open office to see people and discuss with them. And also, my meeting, I have 7:30 meeting every morning to discuss with my director what happened yesterday and what we are going today and what we are planning, what is not only business, but even newspaper we read locally, internationally, and, this is very important to, we feed each other.
It's interesting reading your book, interesting listening to you as well, using the word failure, and quite ready to use the word failures and what you learnt from your failures. Is that something that people need to understand more, how much one can learn from their failures?
I think they have to buy my book. Let them go to Border and to other and buy it. Border owners here, I think he'll be happy that I'm promoting his place.
We might have a few copies available at the back, who knows?
Yeah.
Just quickly before we wrap things up, because so many of your friends want to speak with you, we talk about the success that we've seen over the last 45 years. What about the next 45 years and beyond? What's the future hold?
Well, I'm looking not 45 years to come, I'm looking for 145 years. Huh, darling? With you guys. Well, there's a lot of plan. Always, I have a problem. My problem is I never like to sit. When I complete a project, before completion by 1 year, I plan something else. And normally, even my family said, Khalaf, hold, sit, let us relax. Why you are pushing us all? I said, I'm pushing myself. You are enjoying everything. But that's me. I cannot help it. Yeah. And I remember, His Highness Sheikh Rashid, Allah yarhamah wa yajzal jannah, he was, he liked people with fast and decision maker and active. And I learn a lot from him. He's my mentor and he's my teacher.
But long may that continue in so many ways. You mentioned earlier that retirement is not an option, is it?
No, not an option. That's very true.
As you said, retirement is the graveyard in your dictionary. Listen, I don't want to keep you sitting any longer, sir, because I know it's a busy evening for you. But it is an anniversary. We do have celebrations. We've got a few surprises as well. So I wonder if you wouldn't mind just staying with us for a second, because I'd like to welcome up onto stage, if I may, one of the country's, one of the region's great tennis commentators, Khalid Al-Ali, who has a special little gift that he would like to give as a sign of his appreciation, not just personally, but also as a result of the Federation and all those that love the sport of tennis. Khalid, if you wouldn't mind coming up.
But he's coming without anything.
السلام عليكم جميعا. طبعا يشرفني اني اتواجد مع سعادة خلف الحبتور. في قصة فريدة يمكن الكثير ما يعرفونها، ان اول بطولة تنس للسيدات قبل 17 سنة، قبل بطولة دبي اوبن وقبل بطولة قطر السيدات، اصر ان يدخلها المنطقة سعادة خلف الحبتور، يعني شيء يدل على نظرتها المستقبلية. وهذه دفعت الدول الاخرى ودبي انها تنظم بطولة سيدات. جزاك الله خير، وفعلا يعني فكرة رائدة وساعدت في انتشار تنس السيدات في المنطقة. جزاك الله خير.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. Got to. So a special presentation from Khalid Al-Ali on behalf of all those that love tennis in this country, for the appreciation that Mr. Al-Habtoor has shown in this wonderful game. Khalid, thank you very much indeed to you for your time this evening. And sir, just one final question to you, if I may, because we know, you mentioned earlier that tennis is your passion. You and I still haven't had that game, but how is the tennis complex down here at Al-Habtoor City coming along?
Well, I have soon our engineers, our project director, they are doing very well, and I think they promised me as soon as it is ready, I will move from the beach to here. Yeah.
You mentioned earlier about the importance of having something an escape in many ways. Is tennis your escape to a certain degree?
I think sport in general, which I prefer personally, is tennis. I play every single day, at least 1 hour, and this releases all the pressure, and also not only releasing the pressure, and this also fueling you. It is fueling to give you more energy after that, Then you can go afternoon to your office if you have something, and you have energy rather than you are, tired.
It's been informative, it's been fun, it's been an absolute pleasure for me, and I've just found out that you play 1 hour a day, so I think you'll beat me at tennis on any occasion. Ladies and gents, it is an absolute pleasure. If you could join me, please, in welcoming the one and only Khalid Al-Habtoor for his wonderful insight this evening. And I mentioned there about the surprises. We have more than a few surprises for you, in fact, up here on the main stage. So please, if you wouldn't mind keeping in your seats, because very shortly we will have a little celebration up here. Mr. Al-Habtoor has given us his wise words. He's entertained us as well with an insight into his personal life. Just a quick thing as well, because throughout the evening we'll use these big screens up here. You'll see on your tables at the moment the call to using the hashtags for social media. We've asked for you to get involved. Why? Because if you've got a message of celebration, a message of congratulation, then please, if I could ask you to tweet that with the hashtag hashtag AHG45 years. Your message will appear on the screens towards the end of the evening. Now, if you look behind me, you will see our own little surprise, because as I mentioned, we have lots of surprises throughout the evening, and those will be coming thick and thin, because these individuals that are massing on the main stage behind me are what we would like to now call the Habtoor Choir. We're putting it together for one night, especially tonight, made up of 40 people from around the Habtoor group. It is not a choir in your most traditional sense of the word, as will become plainly obvious in just a little while. Thanks also to our musical director, ladies and gents, the one and only Steve Sidwell is the musical director and composer of this extraordinary band of individuals. Steve is a worldwide force to be reckoned with when it comes to music. He is and was the musical director for The Voice in the United Kingdom. He's worked with the likes of Robbie Williams, George Michael, Amy Winehouse, Sir Tom Jones, Sir Paul McCartney, amongst many, many others. So, ladies and gents, it is an absolute pleasure to welcome up here onto stage to conduct and lead the Habtoor Choir, the one and only Steve Sidwell. And joining Steve, and also the Al Habtoor stars this evening, joining Steve will be Coco Cafella, David Combs, Emma Corshaw, James Spilling, Sarah Iden, and Simon Grant. They've all flown in especially for the event this evening. So give them a big round of applause and a warm, warm welcome to the UAE. Now, whilst this little composition unfolds, I'll also ask you to keep an eye on the screens, keep an eye on the facade of the building as well behind you, because we've got a couple of surprises along with the music itself. A little nod from the head from Steve, which means we're all good to go. Steve, it is over to you. Ladies and gents, I give you the Al Habtoor Choir and Steve Sidwell. Ladies and gents, the Al Habtoor group, the Al Habtoor choir, Steve Sedwell and his preliminary singers. Thank you very much indeed to you, Steve. Huge thanks to the Al Habtoor choir, and I'll ask they to stay on the stage for just a few seconds. Just a quick thank you to them. Plucked from all corners of the Al Habtoor group, we've got performers here from the hotels division, from catering, from automotive, from real estate, from schools and head office. Oh, no, girls, we need you to stay if that's okay. Sorry, you can't go just yet. No, you're still on duty. Okay, so if you can just stay for a few seconds. We've also got real estate, schools and head office. Just shows how collaborative the group really is and how they've really come together on an event like this. So thank you for you. The reason I need you is we've got one more little special surprise because it is almost the end of proceedings. There are a few thank yous we'd like to hand out before we tuck into dinner this evening. But we'd also like to make another presentation, and if I could ask the chairman to come back onto stage. Mr. Al Habtoor, if you wouldn't mind asking you to join us, we have another little gift. Well, I say little gift. It's absolutely huge. A celebration wouldn't be a celebration, would it, without a cake? We promised you cake, and there will be cake. So, Chef Paul from the Habtoor Grand Beach Resort and Spa, all his team have been working tirelessly to come up with this wonderful reflection of all that's great about the Al Habtoor group. To mark this momentous occasion. There's only one man, of course, who we will ask to cut this cake. So, Chef Paul, thank you very much indeed to you. And Mr. Al Habtoor, if I could ask you, please, to come onto the main stage and perform the duty of cutting the cake. Oh, the sparklers. So as we get the first cake, ladies and gents, please, a big round of applause for 45 years of excellence and success with the Al Habtoor Group. Huge thank you to Chef Paul, huge thank you to Khalif Al Habtoor. So, ladies and gents, if I could welcome back onto stage Khalif Al Habtoor, who is going to perform one more duty. And that duty this evening is to recognize a couple of the institutions who've helped to make the Al Habtoor Group a success over the last 45 years. The chairman would like to make a presentation to a couple of key individuals, a couple of key operations and organizations who've contributed to that success over the last 45 years. So without further ado, ladies and gents, the honours list of the evening, and if I could ask please representative for the first award of the evening from Department of Tourism and Commerce Marketing, DTCM. Also on the honours list with us here this evening, ladies and gents, if I could ask please for a representative for Dubai Electricity and Water Authority, DEWA. Also joining the honours list this evening, our thanks on behalf of the Al Habtoor Group go to all the team from the Dubai Roads and Transport Authority. So congratulations to the RTA, the Dubai Roads and Transport Authority, accepting their award on the honours list, recognising their support over the last 45 years. Also, huge thanks to the team from Dubai Police. Our thanks to Dubai Police. Thanks also to the team from Dubai Municipality. To our friends at Dubai Islamic Bank. Thanks also to all the friends from Dubai Islamic Bank who are joining us here this evening. Thanks to the team from Dubai Islamic Bank. Also being honoured here tonight on the Al Habtoor Group Honours List to mark 45 years of excellence, Emirates NBD. Also being honoured, First Gulf Bank. Another recognition on the honours list, our thanks to HSBC Bank Middle East Limited. And also, ladies and gents, the National Bank of Abu Dhabi. Thanks also to the National Bank of Abu Dhabi. Our thanks also to Akbar Al Khalij newspaper from Bahrain. Also thanks to Al Bayan Press Printing and Publishing Establishment. And to all our friends from Al Khalij newspaper. Thank you also to Mitsubishi Fuso Truck and Bus Corporation. And Mitsubishi Motors Company. There is one organisation to be honoured here tonight, and joining the honours list at the Al Habtoor Group celebrations after 45 years of success. Well done to Bentley Motors Limited. Congratulations to all of those nominated and recognised on the honours list. That concludes the presentation of the honours. Ladies and gents, there is one final large round of applause, if you could, because he is our host here this evening. He's a man without whom this would not be possible. Again, please show your appreciation for Khalif Ahmed Al Habtoor. So dinner will now be served. The Habtoorian choir can now leave. Thank you very much indeed for being a clapping and an applause for the last few minutes. Big ladies and gents, again, the Al Habtoor choir, I'm sure they will be back in a few more years. That concludes the official proceedings. We will cut the cake. Dinner is now served. As I said, please do keep your hashtags coming in via the social media. Your messages of congratulations will be posted up onto the big screen. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Enjoy the celebrations. And ladies and gents, thanks for being with us to share the celebration and the success of the Al Habtoor Group after 45 years of excellence. Good night.